What's up, you guys? So in the last video, I talked about how I got this Bible for Christmas, and I'm actually using it for, well, sort of using it for my podcast. And one person asked me how I liked it, what was special about it, or was it really good? Was it worth it? And it is. So I thought it would be a good chance to kind of get into it a little bit, show you a little bit about it, and see if you might like it too. But I'm also going to talk about one other thing, so come right back. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ruthina Porterfield, God's favorite, and I want you to get to know him. That's the whole purpose of this channel. So click that subscribe button and have an experience with him and with me on the 7th, 17th, and 27th of each month. Okay, let's jump into the video. Okay, so let's talk about this Bible. So, one of the reasons why I wanted the Battlefield of the Mind Bible was because, number one, yes, I am a Joyce Meyer fan. Been a Joyce Meyer fan since college. I actually did not and do not have her Battlefield of the Mind book. I just never got it. But I always knew that it was probably a good resource. I wanted specifically the Battlefield of the Mind Bible because most of my battles are in my mind, as it is for many of us. We tend to battle the thoughts in our heads on a consistent, constant, non-stop basis. And for me, definitely anyone who battles anxiety, we know that that stuff starts in the mind. And so I wanted a Bible that had the emphasis of fighting those battles that we have on a daily basis when it comes to the psychological struggles, the mind games that Satan tends to play with us. I wanted this to be a weapon against that. And so that's the main reason I wanted this Bible. I'm a person, I went on Amazon, I kind of looked inside as Amazon has, and to see what it has, and take a look at what's inside.
Well, as you can see, I am a bit of a hoarder. I actually kept the box that the Bible came in, but it's such a nice box. Anyway, this is one of the reasons why I kept it. I want to preserve this beautiful cover. Now, I did splurge a little bit on this faux leather, but I know it's worth it because look at the detail, the engraving of the letters, this beautiful floral design. I wish you could feel this raised rope detail through the screen. Okay, you know what? Let's just open it up. So the first thing you're going to see is a list of all the features and helpful extras that make this Bible different from other versions, like notes and thoughts. In fact, let's take a closer look. Now, at the beginning of each book, there is a short synopsis of its history, along with some thoughts and verses from that book that you may be able to find useful in your own personal spiritual journey. But I want to get back to some of these features, like this speak God's word here. So, Joyce Meyer, the author of the notes, she takes the verses that you're reading and turns them into affirmations for you to say out loud. Then there's these keys to a victorious life excerpts, which is basically like the life application component where a verse or a passage is applied to a specific real life situation. There's also these little reminders and prayers you can pray, all related to verses you're reading on the page. For example, you have Psalm 16:11. And this is a good example because you can also see that this Bible provides cross-reference verses as well, which I'm telling you, they really help enhance your study and devotion time. Anyways, when you go down the page, you see that there is a prayer from that verse. There's just so many features that stand out as you flip through the pages of this Bible. I'm so glad I got it.
So I hope that gives you an idea of the Battlefield of the Mind Bible, whether it's something you want to purchase for yourself. I know for me, I'm loving it already. I am getting a lot out of it. It's not a daily resource for me. I do have a couple, few other translations, but I have gotten into it a few times, if not several times, during the week. Especially if God says you need to get into it, into this one, because I have something to say to you through this one. But check it out. You never know; it might be something you want to look into. I think it's a great resource. I also use it as well for my podcast, the Meet My God podcast, which is available on all your favorite podcasting platforms. But I also use it because remember, this Bible is in a different translation that's easier to understand. So it helps me to take my listener through the passages in a very easy and an easily digestible way. So I definitely use it for that. By the way, if you want to check out the podcast, definitely do that. I think the podcast is a great resource for your daily reading time. I think it's a great start off. The podcast is only a couple minutes long. It is an award nominated podcast. Yes, I'm doing a self promo right here. But yeah, it is a great resource to kind of kickstart your reading time, like we talked about before earlier in the video. Getting into the Bible on a daily basis can be hard. So use something to jumpstart that time. And the Meet My God podcast is a great tool to do that. So in the meantime, listen, I want to hear from you guys. I want to know if you did actually purchase this Bible, what your thoughts were on it. If there's another translation or another version that you like better that helps you get into your word daily. Let's share with each other how we have our own personal experiences with God's word and with him, because that's the whole purpose of this channel, to get to know him better. In the meantime, y'all. In the meantime, check out the podcast, check out the blog, all that jazz. And until the next video,